Good morning. So it's been a really long time since I've filmed anything, and you have me in my pajamas. You hear Wade in the background, who is our newest addition to our house, which is why I'm not set up out there or filming out there right now, because he'd eat everything that I put down. So I'm just going to do a quick get ready with me because he took a little extra this morning, and I now have maybe about 20 minutes to get ready and leave my house. Yay! So I already put my moisturizer on, and I only put that in certain key areas of my face. I definitely put it under my eyes because this gets really crusty now. Thanks eczema, thanks Michigan weather, it's great. And a little bit in my T-zone, even though that gets really oily throughout the day. In the morning, it's super kind of scaly. Again, I have minor eczema. I'm not ever gonna say that it's super, super bad because I've seen it really bad on some people. Mine is not as terrible as it could be. Do I have flare-ups? Yes, I do. Is it something to write home about? Not usually, no. And then sometimes I'll get some discoloration here. That happens from time to time, whatever. So in the other places, so over my nose where my pores are, I'm sorry, get away from the garbage. Come here. Puppies, right? So anyways, over my nose, my pores are ridiculous. So I use this Pore Professional Mattifying Primer from Benefit for my nose. And I just use like a little bit. This is probably more than I really need, but I have huge pores in my nose. So what I just do is, if you can imagine, like, you know, those nose strips, just right over that. And then also, just for giggles, it actually does help me cover up imperfections with my smile lines or wrinkles. Let's just call them what they are, wrinkles. So my foundation, which is my go-to currently, is Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup and I'm using shade 1N0 Porcelain. Excuse me. It's a little light for me, but I bronze, and the other shade that I had before this one was a little too warm toned, so I gave this one a go, and it tends to look pretty good. So I'm just going to use my Morphe brush for this. This is I do believe it's the M6. I can tell you. Yes, it's the M6. I actually really love this foundation brush. It's soft, but it's a very nice and dense. And I like that it's a flat top brush. See? So you can get it in corners, and especially with my hair, it helps keep everything, you know, there's not some big, huge, giant line around my face. Pro tip, right? Pro tip. If your foundation doesn't necessarily match the rest of your body, as mine tends to not do because I'm a neutral tone, you can drag it down your neck and also kind of go over your ears a little bit, just to make sure everything blends out nicely. Double check in my mirror. So, I mean, it's been like 100 years since I filmed, and really I should have taken the time to go back and use my nice lighting and whatever, but let's be real, real life is hard. So I got a bunch of different Morphe brushes in a sale bundle. They all look like this, bedazzled and cute. I'm a fan because they're black, and I like all of my stuff to be in black. I'm going to jump into the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to do what has become my favorite look. So bear with me. I'm actually going to go all over with one of the first top shades, which is a very neutral shade, just to kind of prime my lid area so that there's no sticky or patchiness since I added the foundation there. You could also use an eye primer. So then I'm gonna go in with, it's probably easier just to do it this way. So now I'm gonna go in with these two shades. What I do is I tap them and then I'm gonna do that in the crease. These shades are super pretty and very pigmented, so a little goes a long way. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go directly down to this burnt reddish brown color here. Just tap in, because you do get a ton of payoff. And I'm gonna put that in the outer corner. Wade, it sounds like you're up to trouble. And then midway to the crease to add some depth to the outside corner of my eye, like so. And these brushes, they're so nice. You barely have to pick up any product and you barely have to work the product onto your face because it just easy peasy. Wait, I'm gonna be sounding like a crazy person, just randomly shouting names. Wade is the new puppy, and I want to make sure he doesn't get into trouble while I'm trying to do this. So then what I'm going to do now is just go in with the handy dandy hands, and I'm going to jump into this shade and then these two shades right here. I don't want to keep picking that up, so I'm literally just going to use my fingertip, and that's going to go on the outer half of my eye, like so. So how have you been? It's been, gosh, at least a year, if not more, since I've uploaded anything makeup related to this channel, and I do truly miss doing it. I just, at that time, I was finishing up my degree and trying to keep my job together and my life together. So I took a step back and a break, and then I just didn't come back. And I know I added a couple different things here and there, but it most certainly was not makeup. I think I might have done like catching up just to see how everyone's doing, what I had been wearing, but it was never, not really a tutorial. I think I threw some stuff on my Facebook page, but it really wasn't what I would have liked to do. But I was going through it. I mean, we all have our moments, right? I had some severe depression going on. Sorry. He's doing things, which is fine if he's doing them with his toys and not my stuff around my house. But yeah, I was going through quite the depression there for a little while, and I just didn't care about much of anything. So now that I'm seemingly back in the groove of things, I'm never gonna say I'm back to normal because I don't think that's ever a possibility. Excuse me. I'm in the mood to start filming again. So there's that. Also, I have a newer phone with more save time, save data. So You know, that's important too. So now, if you remember, you know, from 1,000 years ago when I was filming, you know, I do my eyes first and then I go in with my concealer because I tend to be heavy-handed or there's fallout. And sure, I could do what the really awesome smart beauty gurus do, who do their full face and then put powder down or those really nifty strips. But why do that when I can just do this in a very odd, bizarre kind of way? So I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape in Fair because pale as the driven snow. I'm going to put that in little triangles under my eye. And then I'm going to dip in a little bit more. Put a line on my forehead, nose, cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin. These are all the places that I want highlighted, even though I'm already pale. And I'm using a Morphe sponge. Look at how big this sponge is. I've got a big head, so I love this sponge. I love the corners in the sponge. This is actually, hold on. Wade, I can hear you doing things you shouldn't be doing. Come here. This is actually from the Jeffree Star collection that they had. I did not get their brushes because they kept selling out and I just gave up on that. And I figure I'll see them if I see them, and if I don't, then I'm just gonna not. Wade, come here, baby. Your mother is trying to film. Come here. Trouble. Puppies are hard. Wade, thank you. And so what I especially like about this bad boy is the sharp edge here, because you can get right in these corners where a lot of other blenders, they don't make that very easy to do. So now I'm going to set my face, and what I'm going to set my face with is right here. I have Cover FX translucent setting powder, and I'm going to use another Morphe brush. All of my eye brushes, all of my face brushes right now are Morphe, and I couldn't tell you what the names of them are currently because this guy is bedazzled. I'm sure it says somewhere, but I don't have the time to look at it. But it's this fancy little powder brush. Come here, dude. So I traveled on the plane with my makeup and my setting powder, like, came all out of the top. Like, it's still obviously still there, but it's up on in the reservoir area. So I have to be really super careful so I don't just grab all of it, you know, because I'm cheap as hell and don't want to waste money. But I also want to set my face. Oh, look. Thought about getting dressed first before going on my video for the first time in 100 years. But let's talk about fallout. And let's talk about how I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. So if you haven't watched my videos, or if you haven't watched them in a super long time, because there haven't been any, you're going to be reminded right now of the weird, bizarre way that I do my face. I do everything backwards. I don't have time. Right now, my go-tos have been these two little handy-dandy. I just did a trial thing. This is the Ka-Brow Benefit Brow Gel Paint, whatever. Gel, yes, I was right. And then I go back over it with these Gimme Brow fibers. Don't have time to jack around with that right now, so I'm just gonna go in with the fibers. So my brows are not gonna be that defined, but they definitely will show up with this. These come in different shades. The one that I have chosen is number 3. I really think I probably could have gone with, I think it goes, the darker goes up. I probably could have gone with a 4, but then depending on what time of year it is, my hair is blonde, so I didn't want to have a bunch of different color eyebrows just randomly oh, what color are her eyebrows today? But yeah, this stuff definitely doesn't give much definition, but it does carve them out a little bit, and it helps get the excess makeup off of them. Whatever, I could just be dreaming. Mascara wise, I'm just gonna go into the They're Real by Benefit as well. I have lately been going in and back. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm gonna go back and forth. My upper lashes, I actually love the Bad Gal Bang by Benefit because I feel like it's a little bit more of a punch. But then, if I'm being 100% honest, I don't particularly like this mascara on my lower lashes because it seems to bleed out. So I get raccoon eyes faster than the other mascaras that I own if I use this on my lower lashes. So I've been really weird and using two different mascaras. Oh look, inevitably I pop myself right there. Just let that dry and dig that off later. So again, we'll go in with the They're Real mascara on the lower lashes because I don't get much, if any at all, excuse me, raccoon eye effect from this. I can wear this stuff all day long and it does pretty good. So the reason I do that first is because now I'm gonna go in with my face stuff and everything, and all that will be dry. I need my cute little brushes. Duh, I'm running out of time. I'm at the 17-minute mark if you're still with me. So I'm gonna use this little angled brush here, and I'm gonna go into the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I personally love this bronzer. It's one of the only things by Too Faced that I still actively purchase and use religiously. The weird thing though is, and I don't particularly like it, only because it's weird, as I was talking to, this powder kind of, you know, moves around, shifts around a little bit, and it tastes oddly like chocolate sugar, and I don't think you're supposed to taste it, so I'm like, poisoned. I absolutely make sure I get bronzer up here in these areas of my forehead because of the way my haircut is. I want to make sure that everything is nice and blended and smooth and perfect. And then I do a little bit for my chin. And also, I'm going to go back in. I got, like I said, I have like 30 brushes in here. Don't have time to carry right now. I'm going to go back in with my eye brush and gently, it's probably not even an eye brush, don't care, in there. And I'm going to carve out my nose. How to get a nose job with, like, free. Or however expensive this chocolate souffle is, huh? I'm gonna need this Michigan weather to stop wreaking havoc on my allergies. I still jump to this unique Bootstrap powder blush. This is in shade Spirited. It's probably the only unique product that I still use all of the time, and you don't need much of it at all. A little goes a long way. I barely tapped into this, and the Pigment Payout is amazing. The sun, it's coming up. That means I'm late. That's all right. I have plenty of time. I just have to get Alice out of bed now. Put her outside, give her breakfast. Wade's in for a rude awakening because his ass is about to go in his crate for the day, so I can go to work and feel like I'm not letting the beast of burden destroy my entire home. Who else has had puppies? I'm going to go in with this fancy, this one, M509 highlight brush, and I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in the shade Blossom Glow. This is the best highlighter I've used. I also will go back and forth, but what I'm wearing today, I want to do a more icy look. I also, my other go-to is this Jeffree Star Supreme Frost in Wet Dream. This is, it's hard to describe because on camera it looks just tan, but it's actually gold. Here, let me swatch this for you. It's a really pretty gold color, and I like that, but right now, like I said, I'm too pale for that. If I add more color or a different foundation, I definitely use it, but right now when I'm using this Estee Lauder one, I'm going to go in with this pretty pale peachy color, and we're just going to go crazy because that's what I do with my highlighter. I truly, if I had my proper lighting, you could see, maybe out on the other side. But this highlighter is out of this world. Can you see that? I could literally just highlight for days. All right, stop. Stop it. It's like I have to control myself. Stop doing things. All right, so let's put that away. We don't need the dog to eat it. Okay, and one more thing that I'm going to do actually is I'm going to take this highlighter one more time. And I'm going to just dab that here in the inner corners of my eyes. And also... and there's that. So next, let's just do a double check that everything is where it's supposed to be. Cool. Finally, I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Master Fix setting spray. Not my usual brand. I usually grab the NYX, but somebody named Wade Wilson takes after his namesake and literally threw my NYX setting spray. So that was fun. And I'm actually, I believe, the first person I saw do this was Laura Lee. It could be somebody else, but I really liked the idea of just patting in that setting spray. So I'm using the clean side of the sponge, and I'm just tapping gently to make sure that setting spray is all sitting there. I have found that with doing it that way, my highlight looks a little bit better, a little bit more natural. So there's that, and that's an abrupt ending to this video, but I ran over by almost 4 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did coming back to see it. I'll definitely be posting more, I'm sure, but right now I had to come back and say hi and what's up and check out my cool eye look that I'm obsessed with. So with that, I'm gonna get going because I still have to get dressed, feed the other dog, put everybody away, and get myself to work by 8:30. It is like 5 to 8. Yay. So anyways, I will maybe, oh no, can't read. I'm sorry. It's 7, a little after 7:30. So really, I'm supposed to be leaving my house by now. So fingers crossed to get to work on time. I will add lipstick when I get there because I still have to have breakfast and everything. I don't really want to waste, but I'm going to use Jeffree Star's Celebrity Skin Lip Ammunition, the lipstick. It's kind of my go-to. It's the thing I've been wearing for months now, constantly. I have a ton of other lipsticks, but that's been my go-to. So anyways, I hope you guys have a literally, I'm just sitting here on some dog treats so you can see my face. I hope you guys all have a really, really, really great day, and I will see you guys on the next video. These jams are my favorite. Can you tell how faded they are? All right, love you guys. Bye.